Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are here live again for the Weiner Wellness Virtual Summit Summer Splash Edition. It is Monday. With me, as always, is Jamie Dorley, CEO and owner of Nutritional Frontiers and the Weiner Wellness Center, and Joe Messino, Clinic Director, aka the Godfather of Nutrition. And I am Tracy Straub. I will be your host all week long. I'm the Vice President of Education and Marketing for Nutritional Frontiers. So good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Good morning, Dr. Tracy. Morning, Joe. How you guys doing today?
Great.
Awesome.
Looking lovely as always, and I just want to thank you guys for a great kickoff on Saturday. Just want to let everyone know we are open live.
We're open.
So you can come in anytime from today all the way through the weekend. You do not need an appointment to come in, nor do you need to be a patient.
Nope. Just come in.
And we are having some of the festivities that we normally do. We're here to answer any questions. We are accepting walk-ins as patients.
Walk-ins, come on in and get an adjustment.
We have some great samples for you.
Mm-hmm.
What about food? A lot of people have been asking, do you have any food? Because they may want to pop down here during their lunch hour.
That would probably be the best decision of their day. Because not only do we have food, we have amazing food. And guess what? It's free. It's the Ariza food truck. They're out in the parking lot. They'll be here 11 to 2 all week.
So what is Ariza? Because I took my daughter there, and she's very picky, of course. I mean, look what she picked as her dad, right? I mean, very picky kid. And she went there on last weekend to try it out, and she loved it.
Mm-hmm.
She says, wow, this is like Chipotle, but better.
But better.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a healthier version of Chipotle. You know, it's grass-fed beef, pastured chicken, organic veggies. It's just the best of the best when it comes to that kind of food. So it's a step up from what we used to have. It's a good hot meal. Everybody can come in, get a ticket, take it out to the truck, get yourself a hot meal. Eat it here. We got the tent up and tables out there, or just take it home. It's up to you.
Yeah, and some people did express their concern that we didn't have the original people hosting the event and catering it. I said, have no fear. We have Oriza, organic veggies. We got beans. We have rice, and we have all the good protein. So you're going to get a good quality meal. Yeah. And, of course, it's on the house this week. Thanks to the clinical director, the one and only, Joe Messino.
I keep upgrading you, Joe. Who knows what you'll be next summit?
Yeah, who knows? It'll be something.
Well, it's a great way for people to come in, and you do have all the live stream on the TV in the lobby area, so they can shop. They can hear great lectures when they shop. They can get something to eat. So this is great. This is a full service wellness summit. So it's very exciting. But we have some great lectures on the bracket today. We'll just take a look real quick. Jamie, you can maybe fill us in on who Dr. Len Bransowitz is. And actually, he sent me his PowerPoint, and he said he's going to do this specifically to golfers, not only joint health, but then he's going to break it down to joint health specifically for golfers. I don't golf. I don't know about you. Yeah. Well, he has moved to Florida, so I think golf has taken over his life.
I was going to say this may be a presentation he's doing to himself, Joe.
I think so. Yeah.
Sometimes people do that to themselves. But no, Len's got a incredible career. You look back, graduating from the School of Pharmacy at Duquesne University in 1976. I was a little toddler and playing Little League baseball. Joe was a young guy, and Tracy wasn't even born yet. So, he was doing traditional pharmacy, and over the years, he had a leap of faith and was very courageous to transition to a natural pharmacy, natural medical doctor, certified clinical nutritionist, and he has a unique ability to combine the pharmaceutical with the natural, the research, and most importantly, create a custom program. Mm-hmm. So regardless if it's joint health or anything else, that you can get the best results.
And he has clinical experience on all those avenues.
Absolutely.
Which makes it even better.
He's got one of the most unique backgrounds that I've seen because he combines the clinical pharmacy with the natural pharmacy and the lifestyle therapies. Right. And he's been doing this, like I said, for, 45 years. He's been a partner of Nutritional Frontiers and way back for me over 20 years. And now he's quote unquote retired. But what does retired mean to Len?
Nah, same thing it means to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Just means that he does what he wants when he wants. And I'm really fortunate that we have him on the show today because he's doing a great job as always.
Yeah, and it's so great that we can have him with the whole summit, virtual summit format. Because he wouldn't be coming up to Pittsburgh to do this, even though we try to persuade him. Yeah, he can do it from Florida, and that's the beauty of this whole virtual.
Yeah, that's the one I want to thank Tracy again, is that she's able to bring in all these incredible speakers from around the country. We never had that ability 2, 3, 4 years ago.
No.
So now we do. Let's take full advantage. And hey, there's so many of these great speakers. You may want to watch them all, or you may want to cherry pick to see the ones that you're most interested in. But this is a must-see event today at 9.
Yeah, and just to remind people how to participate with us, we are streaming live on Facebook on the Weiner Wellness Facebook page. So you just simply go there, click the like button so that you get all the notifications. But every lecture has a Get Reminder tab. So you can click that Get Reminder, and it'll pop up when we are going live or a few minutes before. The same thing with YouTube. You simply have to go to the Dr. Weiner Wellness Center YouTube page and subscribe to it so that you can get the reminders there as well. But these are available for playback. They'll stay there forever. So you can go back, you can save your favorite ones if you want to watch them over and over again. A lot of ways to participate. You can also share them. And I would encourage you share them with people that need the information, or tag a friend while it's happening live. I mean, it's just good stuff. So don't forget, share the knowledge, because it's so powerful for people.
Tracy, is there a delay for the YouTube, or is that running live?
It runs live at the same time.
Great, good. That's
we don't need no delay, Joe. Come on, we are live, baby. We're live.
Well, last time we were in trouble with YouTube.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay,
we're out of YouTube jail. We're out of YouTube jail, so we can't have freedom of speech on our health. They have to, keep us from being live. But this time we have stayed in the good graces of YouTube, and we are live.
Good.
So it's all good. Right. All right. Well, our next speaker then is Jason Sloan, and he actually owns Nature's Ozone. Jason is a friend of mine. I've known him for probably 5 or 6 years. He just finished his book, and I actually wrote a review for it, and it was very good. So I'm excited to have him on the show. He's going to be talking to us about all the benefits of ozone therapy and how to infuse products with ozone and what his company does, and just bringing us back to nature and using those products, just how God intended them to be. So his lecture is called Absorption Therapy: How to Use God's Greatest Gifts, Ozone and Plant-Based Nutrition to Bypass Poor Gut Health and have great healing success. So that's going to be very exciting.
And we have some other options for ozone. Do we saw those formulas in that you introduced last time for ozone therapy?
For ozone therapy?
Yeah, and you bring products in.
Oh, those were the biocidin. Yes, the biocidin, and we have somebody speaking about that coming up this week as well.
Okay,
yes.
Great.
Yeah, so once you learn the benefits, you can call up the Weiner Wellness Center and get your products in hand, which is going to be fabulous.
What's the name of his book, Tracy? What's the name of his book?
I'd have to pull it up. Honestly, I reviewed it a while ago. It's just hitting those Amazon store now. And I'm sure he'll bring it up and I'll post links to it. But it's always good to have those resources on hand on how to use whatever ozone product you use. It's just basically a resource guide on how to use them most effectively. So if you guys have them there, make sure you feature them, because they're 30 to 50% off all week long, all store wide, lots of different products. And then we're going to have a favorite playback at 11. It's going to be a surprise today. So Jeff Nisnik was going to be on. Unfortunately, he could not make his lecture time, but that's okay. I have several videos from Jeff Nisnik, and we can play one of those back. No problem. But the round table, guys, this is going to be good. Inflammaging. Jamie, what does that term mean?
Well, that's a great question. So I guess I'll have to come up with a great answer.
Is that a G-ism? Is that a Tracy-ism? Is that a Jamie-ism?
No, you just don't go
That's actually a term like diabesity, right? It's like the new trending term of inflammation and aging. And the product of having accelerated aging due to chronic inflammation. And we actually learned about that from Ashley Rossi yesterday. She talked all about inflammation, the pathways of dis-ease of the body, chronic issues you could have. She did a really great job. I don't know if you guys caught that, but we're going to discuss some NF solutions and ways to help it out But I know this is a big topic.
Yeah, it's a great topic because if you look back in my career, when I first started working under Dr. Jeff Bland, he had talked about this low grade or sometimes more intense chronic inflammatory response.
Yes.
Because we normally think of inflammation as, hey, I slammed my finger in the door, or, I hurt my knee, and I have that acute inflammatory response. Right. But the chronic inflammation is the response to whatever you're exposed to. It could be environmental toxins, it could be food toxicity, it could be viruses, bacteria, parasites, mold, fungus. There's so many things. And the other thing he really explained really well was that you have this cumulative effect. It's not just the one thing you're exposed to. It's the chronic exposure and the body's response to that.
And the compounds.
Yes. And when you factor in things like leaky gut or dysbiosis, and a lot of these things are now getting in the bloodstream. Why do you think autoimmune is so common these days, right? Autoimmune conditions, there's hundreds of them. Yeah. When we were growing up, it was very, very few, right?
Right.
So they found that inflammation is the underlying cause or the beginning response of over 90% of the diseases you will encounter in life, especially the age-related ones. And when you have high inflammation or chronic inflammation, that actually helps progress the aging process.
Exactly.
So you look at arthritis, right? Inflammation of the joint. You look at type 3 diabetes, inflammation of the brain. You look at cardiovascular disease, inflammation of the entire body, especially the blood vessels and the arteries. So inflammation is a cornerstone and the foundation of all chronic disease. And what we want to do is we want to get that under control so that it does not continue to progress to where it's hard to reverse.
And that has to be done on the cellular level. That has to be done
absolutely
at the very base cellular level of the body. That's the only way you can affect it systemically.
And everything is tied into it, right? It could be the things you're eating. It could be the things you're drinking. It could be your thoughts and actions. It can be too much physical activity, which is rare, or not enough, which is mostly a lot more common. That's usually the case, is people aren't experiencing enough exercise. So there's so many factors involved in it. But if we can get that inflammatory response cooled down, I mean, Ashley was talking about body fat. Most people aren't quote unquote fat, they're inflamed.
Yes.
So if you get that inflammation under control, the body weight and the body fat will come down. So it is the foundation of everything that we're looking at right now. And all of our education is really focusing on this inflammatory response.
That is an awesome explanation. And I think it really gives relevance to the value of it. Just to know that we all have a little bit of inflammation and it can become chronic. And I think that's what Ashley was saying, is that it's the small things, that start the process of that acute inflammation. And then all of a sudden it becomes this chronic issue and you are sick. So what were some of the other lectures? Did you guys have a chance to catch anybody? I mean, I know, Jamie, you caught your own. But yes, I love the Shake a Day Club, right? Because that was great. It simplified protein shakes. It also, demystified them, took all the negative aspects of them out. So just give us a little recap, because that was a very powerful lecture.
I wanted to bring it home for people, because sometimes they look at it as a product, or how long do I do this for? The Shake a Day Club really just follows our eating philosophy, which is quality of food, quantity of food, and the missing component is timing, right? Sure. In this age of intermittent fasting, I'm all for whatever works for people. The challenge is, if you do intermittent fasting and you work on the timing, but the quality or the quantity is off, it won't work. So I always believe that you need more smaller meals throughout the day, snacks, shakes, or food. And the way you do that, a very simple way, is by incorporating at least one shake per day.
And, everybody, this whole intermittent fasting thing, it gets, of course, abused, and they don't do it right. Like you said, you can't just eat junk and do intermittent fasting. It's not going to work. You're still going to be sick. But the other thing is, your first meal of the day is breakfast. It doesn't matter when that is. That could be at 11 o'clock. If your last meal was 7 o'clock the day before, your breakfast could be at 11. It's always the first meal. You're breaking the fast. You still can break the fast with a shake.
Yeah, and if you want something that's inexpensive, high quality, pre-digested, and one of the key components we're going over, Joe, is that when you do a shake, you know exactly what's in it.
That's right.
There's no hidden ingredients.
No.
There's no secret sauce, right? There's no extra sugar or calories.
Right.
You know exactly what's in it. It's pre-digested. What that means is that a lot of digestive processes have been done for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice, gentle way to start the day. I love it for first meal of the day, which I'll be doing right after this, because it communicates to your body at the cellular level.
Right.
And it tells your body to do a couple things. One, burn fat without being stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, keep your blood sugar balanced, which keeps your mood balanced most of the time, of course, right? And what it does, it tells your brain to feel full. And that's one of the lost components, and Tracy and I were talking about on Saturday, because a lot of shakes don't have the right nutrients like ours do at Nutritional Frontiers. Yep. And what keeps the mood balance and the satiety there? The right combination of vitamins and minerals, protein, carbs, fats, and fiber, and some of the extra nutrients we put in there. So what happens now is your blood sugar's balanced, your mood's balanced, your body's burning calories for energy, so you feel energized, and you're not craving. What else would you want for less than $4 a shake?
Well, and not only that, I mean, it's now more complete than ever. I mean, we had Best Whey, we had Super Shake, but now with Power Cleanse, it's the real deal, the first really full meal complete substitute for you, because everything's in there, the full vitamin panel, the good fat, the protein, the fiber, macronutrients are all there, plus the detox profile.
And you're not going to get this in food.
Can't get it anywhere else.
You're not going to get it in food. You like to go eat once in a while, right? What does a good lunch cost you? A nice organic salad. And some protein.
Boy, you're $15 easy.
$15, right? You can eat for almost a week on Nutritional Frontier shakes for $15. So healthy, inexpensive, simple, and nowadays it tastes great. I remember I was first exposed to shakes from my older brother, and they were poor tasting at best, right? They did not mix very well. Back then they were $4. I'm talking 30, 40 years ago.
I think the word gritty was invented with those shakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it had a consistency of like an Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult on the digestive system. That's not the case anymore.
No.
They taste great. They're easy. They're simple. And it's a fun way to not only get results, but maintain your results. So what's your favorite shake?
Well, I got to tell you, the one you made on Saturday blew me away. That was Power Cleanse, greens, and magnesium Mag Complete powder. That effervescent magnesium. Those three together, that was one of the best I've ever had. I'm going to have one today.
Well, I'd love to blow you away again today, Joe. So let's get ready. Tracy, what's your favorite?
I like the Power Cleanse and the lean greens, but I like to add Power Fuel to mine, Joe. So
there we go.
Makes it a little bit fruity, so it's really good. And now we have 2 flavors, so that's great. So that was an awesome lecture. I love how you just simplified it for everybody and you put value back into something that's been on the market for a long time. I think sometimes we lose sight on products because they're not sexy anymore. But, everyone needs protein. Everyone needs good carbs. Everyone needs good fat and the vitamins and minerals that are in there. It's awesome. So, Joe,
one last point on the shakes, because people often compare them all together, right? So I put up Slim Fast. A lot of shakes on the market are very low in protein, good fats, and fiber, right? So you got to be very careful when you're selecting a shake, and that's what we're here for. So if you're not sure, come in this week, call us on the radio, call us at the office. We can help guide you into what the best shake is for you. So good, Joe.
Yep.
So Joe,
go ahead.
This is awesome, guys. You can rewatch that lecture again. They're all there from yesterday on YouTube and Facebook. Go back.
We here yesterday. You mean Saturday?
I mean Saturday. Yeah. All my days run together. There's no weekends anymore. It's just like 20 days a week. But they're all there, guys. So yesterday, right, Sunday, there wasn't anything posted to interfere, so that those lectures are all up there. So go back, rewatch. You just go into the videos tab or photos of the Weiner Wellness page, or right on to the YouTube page, and they'll be there waiting for you. Joe, I want to talk just a little bit to finish up about the Oligo scan that you have there that we're going to be offering at the Weiner Wellness Center. And just summarize it for us for those that missed the lecture, because it was an awesome lecture.
Yeah, it's a brand new device, a brand new way of digging into your body and seeing what's going on. Like everything else we do here, it's cutting edge. It uses spectrophotography, so it's spectrometry. This is photography with light, to put it as simple as possible. So it uses infrared light, and it measures 4 points on your palm. Okay, and then after that, it takes seconds, literally seconds. I mean, the Zyto's fast. This is even faster. And it's measuring mineral density and toxicity and oxidative stress in the tissues of your body. So it's not hair, it's not blood, it's not urine, it's tissue concentration, which in many cases is the most important, because that's what's in there. It's not moving. Right? It's not moving, circulating with the blood. It's not being eliminated with the urine. It's not from 3 months ago with your hair. It's right now in your tissues. And we've been talking for so long about toxicity and deficiency. Toxicity and deficiency. Now we have a way to actually measure it. And it gives you a lot of biomarkers too, and issues of what you could be susceptible for just from all of these different measurements. And you're going to see things pop up on that you might have suspected, but boy, once you see it in black and white, or red, blue, or red and green,
hopefully no red, but it could be there.
Yes,
well, the scan you brought up yesterday was fascinating, because it showed that not only can a person be sick from toxicity, but the deficiency was a big factor. And I think sometimes we're so quick to detox, right? It's like, oh, somebody has something, let's detox them, when their body may not really be ready. So that's what the whole NF for Life program was written about. It was how I practiced. And I always said, you had to reset the client. So Jamie's Shake a Day Club from yesterday, that's where people should start. Build your foundational nutrition. Make sure you're getting your protein, your good fat, your carbohydrates, your good fiber, all the vitamins and minerals. And then have that scan and see what you need to do moving forward. Where do you need to emphasize? Do you need to put the Mag Complete in that shake, right, Joe? So it's going to show you, it's going to show you all the things. And I think it was fascinating. And the report was so comprehensive. It was great.
And also they just added these vitamin panels. So now you get vitamin A, vitamin E, C, vitamin D, and B6, B12, and folic acid.
And non-invasive. That's the most important thing.
No blood test required.
So let's take us through the test. I'm getting text right now. So how do they schedule a test? What's the process? When do they get the results and the cost? Like, take us through. Somebody right now wants to do a LiGO scan. What do they do?
So they can give us a call. They can set an appointment for it. I'll be conducting the scans myself. They're very, very short in length. It takes seconds. So what you would do, you come in. Now, there's one caveat. You got to know your blood type. Okay? You got to know your blood type, because it's very integral to the density in the tissue. So that's one thing. And all the information you need for the test is age, height, weight, and blood type. That's it. You need gender too. And we only give them 2 choices, James. Only 2.
There's only 2?
There are only 2.
Good.
Yeah.
I know which one I am.
Yeah.
If you need help, figuring out anybody's, I'm right here. I've been certified gender expert.
Yes. So you get those readings, you type them in, you put it into the program, and then the little device scans the 4 points on your palm for seconds. That's all it takes. And then within 30 seconds, the entire report is right there on your laptop. So speed, yeah, absolutely. The program is amazing. We showed it on Saturday, and then we can start looking at it, interpreting it, showing you where the deficiencies are, show you where the toxicities are, where you need help, where you may need to back off. So it's really comprehensive, like Tracy said.
I have a couple clients that charge anywhere from $199 to $299 for this test, because the information it gives you is so valuable. What's the charge at the Wider Wellness Center?
Well, we have a grand opening of the Alligo Scan special, $99.99, $99.95, and that's not going to last long. Normally, the price will be about $125, same as the Zyto. That's the similar technology, and it's going to take, it's pretty much the same cost. But we got an opening special for everybody. We just brought it in. This won't last long, probably this week and next week, and that's it. $99.95. Come on in.
So, folks, a test that you're normally paying 2 to 3 times the amount, you can get for a fraction of the cost.
Right.
It's going to provide for you all the toxicity, nutrient deficiencies, and more importantly, a customized program and recommendation for you. So let's take the guesswork out of it.
Biomarkers for every major consideration. They're all there. It's very comprehensive.
Absolutely. So what a great test. What a great addition to the Weiner Wellness Center. So not only did you bring in Dr. Phil and so many great staff members, but now you're bringing all this new testing. So we're excited to watch you guys grow. Thanks so much for opening up. So how do people order and participate all week long? Can you guys fill us in with that?
Well, there's a lot of ways to participate.
A lot of ways. First way is to come on down.
Yeah.
Let's see you. Come on down. We want you to come in, shop, give us your success stories. We are open 8 to 7 today and Wednesday, 8 to 5 the rest of the week. So come on down. The food truck will be here 11 to 2 all week long, 9 to 4 on Saturday. So they're going to be here. They're going to be feeding everybody. They were feeding everybody in the rain on Saturday. It didn't matter. The tent's up. Everything's there. But if you can't get here, then give us a call, 412-922-9355, because Monica's still shipping packages out. It's still free shipping at $75 or more. And that's, you get 2 or 3 bottles of vitamin D for the family, you're there. And every member of the family needs their own bottle of vitamin D. Not one for the family, one for every member of the family.
That's right. That's right. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day. I hope you can jump back on here at noon for the roundtable. I look forward to having that discussion. But until then, we will see you a little later. Guys, stay tuned for Dr. Len Bransowitz, who's coming up next. He's going to be talking about joint health and specifically taking it to golfing.
Good.
So I think that's going to be great.
Yeah,
all right, guys, have a blessed day.
Thanks so much. Have a great day. God bless.
All right, guys, stay tuned because Dr. Len is coming up next at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. You're in for a treat. Thanks for being here at the Weiner Wellness Virtual Summit.